You feel the stare before you see the face. Then you turn, and somebody is looking straight at you. It happens in a cafe, on a train, or halfway down a grocery aisle. Nothing touches you. Nobody calls your name. A warning simply arrives, and a stranger's eyes seem to be waiting at the other end of it. The timing feels too perfect to be chance. For a second, your body is certain that another person's attention crossed the room like a beam. But that certainty hides three different events: what your senses caught, what your brain guessed, and what happened after you moved. The cleanest way to test a mysterious stare is to remove every ordinary clue. Put one person behind another, shield sound and reflections, randomly choose stare or no stare trials, and ask the person in front to guess. 3 controlled replication attempts ran thousands of trials this way. The guesses stayed near 50%. Once sight, movement, and other sensory leaks were blocked, the reliable power disappeared. That does not make the original feeling fake, it changes the question. If an unseen gaze is not reaching you, which scraps of information made your brain raise the alarm before you knew you had noticed anything? Start with peripheral vision. The edges of your visual field are blurry, but they are good at catching motion and rough body direction. In laboratory tests, people judged another person's head orientation surprisingly far into the periphery, even near the outer edge of vision. Precise eye direction was different. It became unreliable only a few degrees away from where people were looking. So across a room, you may not see 2 pupils aimed at you. You can still register a face turning, shoulders rotating, or a head holding unusually still in your direction. The evidence arrives as shape and motion before it arrives as a conscious face. Then you turn and finally see the eyes. Direct gaze has unusual priority in human vision. In many search experiments, a face looking toward the observer is found faster than faces looking away, although the effect depends on the task and where the face appears. Real mutual eye contact also changes the body. Studies measuring skin conductance and other autonomic responses find a stronger reaction when people believe the other person can actually see them. A photograph of eyes is one thing. A living person who is looking back is socially consequential. Your nervous system treats that moment as contact, even before you decide whether it means interest, anger, recognition, or nothing at all. Now replay the famous moment more slowly. You get the hunch. You turn your head. Movement is attention-grabbing, especially in somebody's side vision. The stranger notices your turn and looks at you. By the time your eyes meet, both people are genuinely looking. Your memory stitches the sequence into a simpler story. I sensed a stare, then caught the starer. Sometimes the person really was watching first. Sometimes your own check created the eye contact that seems to confirm it. The scene cannot tell you which came first unless a camera records both faces. Human memory preserves the dramatic meeting, not the hidden order of 2 head turns. There is another edit. You have felt watched, turned, and found nobody. Those empty checks are dull, so most disappear. The rare hit has a face, a jolt, and a story worth retelling. It stays. After enough repetitions, memory holds a highlight reel with the misses cut out. Controlled trials matter because they count every guess, including the forgettable ones. In the replication studies, the complete ledger landed near chance. Daily life does not keep a ledger. It keeps the moment across the restaurant when a stranger's eyes met yours at exactly the right second. Coincidence feels impossible when memory saves only the coincidences that worked. A stare can matter long before anyone speaks. It may signal attraction, judgment, challenge, recognition, or a request for attention. Researchers debate exactly which gaze effects are automatic and which depend on context, but the broad fact is clear. Eyes directed at you carry social meaning. A detection system does not need to be perfect to be useful. It can run on a low threshold, catching some real looks while producing plenty of false alarms. The cost of checking is 1 head turn. The possible reward is finding the person whose attention is about to affect you. That imbalance makes an oversensitive warning system a sensible design even without any invisible sense. So the feeling has a real source, but it is usually not the source it seems to be. Your senses catch a head angle, a reflection, a pause, or a movement. Your brain compresses those clues into a warning. You turn, sometimes creating the eye contact that completes the story. Memory saves the hit and discards the empty checks. The result can feel supernatural because every ordinary step happened before conscious explanation arrived. You did not feel a beam leave somebody's eyes. You felt your own social detection system make a fast, uncertain guess, and when the guess lands, it is almost impossible not to believe the stare reached you first.